Before more water, I'm going to lay off the coffee. No, it's impossible. I failed this morning miserably, but there is always tomorrow. I did see Carissa drinking her water though, so at least one of us is getting this right. And we should be healthy. We should be looking at our bodies from that perspective, putting in what we need to get something out, because that's where the magic of life lies. We've got to move our beautiful bodies. And speaking of heart health, I think Matrix Fitness South Africa is hosting its inaugural Cycle for Change Spinathon on the 13th of September. I can feel the lactic acid kicking in already, and that's this year at the V&A Waterfront, aiming to raise, it's massive, 1.2 million rand for two incredible Cape Town NGOs. One of them makes me a little bit emotional, actually, and they use cycling in the most powerful way to uplift youth. And I'm talking about the incredible Velokaya and Songezo Cycling Academies. We are joined in studio by someone who likes to just punish me whenever he sees me, Sipho Mona, the general manager of Velokaya, and then Songezo, Jim, founder of Songezo Cycling Academy, to discuss the life-changing impact of these academies and why initiatives like Cycle for Change are so crucial for the future of youth development in South Africa. Never mind cycling, even if we are going to find another Nick Lamini through these kind of projects. Guys, so good to have you here. Thank you. I obviously got introduced to Velokaya doing the Cape Town cycle tour with Nicholas Lamini and an incredible bunch of very young, unbelievably fit Velokaya riders. So I get the ethos behind what you do. It was amazing. But can you please explain, because you've got quite a history now, how did you guys originate? What is at the core of Velokaya?
I think the core of Velokaya, it's a combination of a number of things. It's just to make sure that we keep our youth ready for the future, number one.
Love that.
But we use the bicycle as a carrot just to promote education in terms of affecting and impacting the world and the community itself.
And you've got a practical tool to use when you do it. So when the emotions become too big, get on the saddle and ride.
Definitely.
Just deal with it.
I also think it's a way to just relieve a little bit of stress, maybe some pain for the rest of the likes of you. But I mean, it's working towards a very common goal, and just to link the two, it's the synergies between ourselves, Matrix Fitness and Velokaya, is that we are impacting the communities, and there's so many synergies that we are working towards as a community in the space of health.
And don't make them isolated. Every child should be moving. Every child should be healthy. But there are special things that can happen when you introduce sport to young people, no matter how vulnerable they are. It gives us a different language to speak. Give us a bit of background into how you came into this beautiful space.
I started cycling as well in 2005, actually. So I live in Maspumelele, just down the road. So from there, I mean, like, it was just a great journey for me, I must say. And I was part of Velokaya as well. At some point.
You can say it, one of his victims. That he got onto the bike. I should have known by the legs, by the quads.
He used to punish me a lot behind the car,
But he understands. And I think when you are willing to put your money where your mouth is, when you're willing to actually be a part of the solution and not just channel funds and actually get granular and get involved, the magic really does happen. 1.2 million rand. That's a lot, and that is amazing, because I know what you could do with that. Talk us through this dynamic. What is going to be happening?
I mean, with that, we obviously will be getting spinning bike, out at Velokaya. That will be used to sustain the community. It's not only just about the riding itself, but it's also instilling an element of health, responsibility.
A culture of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're trying to do with that. So it's a partnership that is a hand up, not a hand out.
I absolutely love it, and everyone rises together. For the uninitiated, what has cycling given you? What is it about being in those spaces? Because there's something awesome about riding with a team, and I got to feel that, albeit everyone was behind me in my slipstream because I'm so big and chunky. But it's also very individual. You're out there and you've got to face yourself and you've got to face your thoughts. What is it about cycling? What has it given you?
Cycling, it is an individual, but it's more of a team sport. It's not really an individual sport, because I mean, like, I've done the Giro d'Italia, which is 21 days. And to get to the line, you can't just get to the line by yourself. You need the team to protect you from the wind, to get you bottles and food, that kind of a thing, But for me, cycling has taught me a lot of things, I mean, like being disciplined, hard work, because if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get that reward.
And it's probably the most consistent of training you've got to, otherwise you just can't do it.
Correct. Correct. It's, I mean, like the hours that you put into it, you know, I mean, like preparing for a grand tour, I mean, like for 3 months, you're putting in about 4 to 6 hours every day, you know. That
More than most of us will do in our life. Just very quickly, how do we help? How can we get involved? How can we add to the 1.2 million, but more importantly, connect to your network?
As you mentioned, the entries are out at Howler on howler.com. If people want to get to join, it's 950 per individual. There are also packages for teams at about 30,000 Rand. You can also sponsor a team, an organization. One of our, obviously, Velokai is being supported through that initiative. But we have sessions out at the workshop number 17, which will be starting at 8:30 for registration, and then we'll have a morning session and an afternoon session. So if you have some time, please go check us out and also be part of the change.
I want companies to challenge each other.
Definitely.
See if you can go and beat a Velokaya rider. Just see if you can do that. I love both of you for what you do, how you live your life, how you exemplify what you are preaching within. And it's a full circle, crazy moment here that I think I'm beginning to understand. The goosebumps are coming. But I'm thinking of the 6,000 young people that you've been able to affect through this in the most dramatic way, and the thousands more that are going to happen now with your input. So thank you so much. We will do our part. I say that loosely. We generally, those of you getting on the bikes, will know, please, this is an amazing way to feel like you're doing something because you've got to put in some effort. But when you see the knock-on effect in the real world, grand cycle tours coming out of this little melting pot, there is something magical happening and we want to be a part of it.